Welcome to the 7 Minutes with Q podcast. I am your host, Q. Thank you for watching and listening to our show. We are going to shift focus as a podcast, as a show, and we're going to dive into microaggressions, Oreoism, tokenism, my experiences being called a white boy, black white boy, those conversations, and look at also an interview and talk about, not only the diversification of the United States of America via interracial marriages and families, but looking at interracial kids, listening to their experiences, talking about the Latino, Afro-Latino, Hispanic, that experience, and all other experiences that intersect with not being comfortable in your own skin, your own family, your own culture, your own country. So I'm still working on a title that's going to come in, in the coming episodes. But right now we're going to stick with 7 Minutes with Q. And kind of go, this route. But, this is like the first episode officially diving into that officially as like, this is our new theme and, we're going to have at it. So, for me, this has been a topic that has been extremely difficult to talk about for decades. I've been dealing with these issues since high school, if not, before it, middle school, even maybe elementary. And maybe just didn't know about it, as well as adulthood. But basically what I'm talking about, is being called a white boy. I mean, even recently, in my family and so I want to speak to that as well for the people out there who've experienced it as well. But even in my family, like recently, like in February, if I'm not mistaken, this, recently, like I was wearing something that my family thought was like, crazy. And I'm gonna just tell you, I was wearing a leather jacket with shorts and some shoes, and we were on a boat. And I didn't really know what the weather was going to be. And I just put it on. I mean, sometimes it's just like, I'm hanging around family. Like, y'all are not fucking fashion models anyway. You're right. But yeah, I mean, I the entire day I was there. Oh, so you still want to try to be like those white boys? You still want to try to be like those white guys. And it's, and the thing that I don't understand. And then also like in Christmas, I got this shirt called Calm Down Karen. Like I got that as a gift. And, in that setting, I had to laugh it off. But like, it's just like like a Christmas gift like that. Like, that's just fascinating to me how like people think family members, even after you tell them and before all of this happened, I have definitely, used my voice, spoken up and said, this shit is wrong. And I'm like, this is not a joke. There's nothing funny about it. The sad part about it is that what it is that people associate certain traits with white people instead of it being black. Let's forget about like the clothes and the whatever, but like, let's talk about, listen to how I talk, that my vernacular, using the word vernacular. Like, huh? Like, the funny thing about it is they feel like they are insulting me. They really are insulting themselves and black folks when they say that black folks are not smart people, that black folks don't talk smart and intelligently. They insult themselves when they say, black folks are monolithic. We only listen to hip hop and rap. We don't listen to jazz. We don't listen to blues. We don't listen to rock. We don't listen to punk rock. We don't used to listen to classic rock, Turner rock. Oh, fuck Hendrix. I don't care that he's black. He played or whatever it be. I don't fuck them. They're not in hip hop, rap, or no. I mean, like, there's dope music out there that is being played and written and performed by people that are not black. There's nothing wrong with knowing that, acknowledging that. I used to be a teacher, and I had so this is when I was a middle school teacher. Like strictly middle school teacher. I was, not high school students, just middle school. I taught, so just throwing it out there, I've taught in the aggregate 5 years, 2 years at high school level, 3 years at the middle school level. One of those years at the middle school level, it was a black, high school girl. She was on the basketball team. She was dark skinned. She was popular. She dressed extremely fashionably, but we butt heads a lot, And one day, she was like out of nowhere in the middle of class. Why do you talk white? Why you don't talk black? Why you don't talk ghetto? I think that I can't remember the specific words she used. I don't want to misquote her, but she definitely like called me out on that in front of everybody in class about that. And I mean, um, being being an adult, you got to check yourself. You got to watch your reaction, your response, what you say. And I felt my feels, and I addressed it. I didn't address it with her in front of everybody, but I had a conversation with her outside. But I bring that up because, like, I mean, it's just like it's everywhere. But what I told her, and the funny thing about it, she had a family member at that time that was going through some difficult things. That family member needed the help of other people who were not family, but who were professionals in the working world. And so it was kind of funny that I knew that about her. And then she did this like weeks later. And I was like, so let's, her and I are talking, and I'm letting her know, in a respectful manner, how it made me feel, the reality of it, the truth of it. And then, I finished it off with telling her, listen, you got a family member right now that you told me about who is in need, and she needs the help. This family member was a female family member. She needs the help. I'm being very broad because I don't know if I could get caught up in like FERPA. I forgot the name of it, but there's this legal acronym for teachers not revealing certain personal information about students. I mean, so I'm just going to be very broad with it. So there you go.